The theme was largely, can we build back better, to steal a phrase that's been used once or twice, to solve the problems that businesses have got right now around resilience, around the need to adopt initiatives around sustainability and circularity. And, can we take the momentum of the transformation that's come throughout COVID and the ensuing issues and actually think about transformation to digitalisation in a different way, utilising, whilst achieving some of the outcomes that people desire, such as carbon neutrality and circularity of products.
What are some of the kind of positive trends that you're seeing around this within the industry at the moment?
I think one of the most positive things is that, the sustainability agenda, certainly in this part of the world, has not gone away. And people are still very much, it's high on the C-level thought processes. How do you actually achieve some of the carbon neutrality statements that we've made? Can we get to by 2030, 2035? How are we going to get to that? And typically, 90% of CO2 emissions sit in the supply chain. So we, as an entity, we're one of the people who can really figure out how we're going to capture that and how we're going to make improvements in it, whilst still becoming much more resilient to some of the issues that have occurred: shortages of labour, war, famine, shortages of supplies, inflationary pressure, you name it. So I think the one thing the pandemic did quite well was it made people really think about how we survive disruption.
How can processes and operations change within manufacturing plants and outside of them in terms of making real strides within this, breaking down silos within manufacturing? Can that kind of go, some ways to solving this?
Yeah, absolutely. And, the silos go beyond just manufacturing even. It's like, how do you bring logistics together with manufacturing? How do you bring design together with manufacturing? How do you get people who've been trained for a function for 20 or 30 years to do their job in a certain way? With access to all this data, how can you actually start using the signals that are coming from elsewhere to break down the silos? So it's still a key theme. But importantly, the shift towards things like a networked economy, the shift towards needing to deal with different partners, design, manufacture, logistics in the supply chain, and be able to transact but also take signals from them. This is something that is fundamentally important around collaboration. So again, there's that transformation about how do I rethink my processes to deal with different product outcomes or different business models like direct to consume, but also how do I break down the silos within manufacturing, but also within the extended supply chain and associated network.